with the call. It's your boy Derek Campbell here, ladies and gentlemen, and today I am joined by Mackenzie Gydesen, probably a reoccurring guest for the summer at least until she goes back to school. But she's going to be here talking a little bit of sports with us, and today we're just a little rundown. We're going to pretty much just today's episode is pretty much just going to be about projecting records for all 32 teams in the NFL. And then Mackenzie's got some red hot questions to ask me, and those are for my takes. And then at the end, we'll each give a call on whatever sport. I think Mackenzie's doing the College World Series for softball, and then I think I'm gonna go with baseball too. So
Why give it away? Why can't it just be like a surprise at the end?
that is the surprise. Just
That you just told all of the listeners.
That's the point, so they get a little idea of knowing what's gonna happen.
That's
why it's called the rundown. But we're going to go ahead and get started here for the records. And we'll go with Mackenzie's picks first.
Before we do that, can I say that I feel like I have some pretty serious co-host potential? We could call it MG and DC with the call.
No. You're not the star. You're like Molly from Kyle Hurd show. The Herd of Colin.
We'll talk about this later. Okay.
Back to the picks, and Mackenzie will give her projection, and I will give probably a more realistic projection for the team. So,
the hate.
We're gonna start with the NFC, and our first team is the Cardinals. So go ahead, Mackenzie.
Okay, I think the Cardinals go 8-9.
That's not a bad guess. I think they'll do a little bit better than that. I think. No, they're gonna miss D-Hop for a couple of weeks, so I think I'll go 10-7.
Okay. And next, the Falcons. Okay. Atlanta, probably gonna go 9-8.
Man, you're generous. Sheesh.
Hey, you know what?
They're not going that. They're gonna go 5-12. The Falcons will go 5-12, just because they have no quarterback and no offense or defense.
All right, so we'll okay. Carolina, obviously, I hate CMC, so probably they're gonna go I would say they go 5-12.
5-12 also for the Panthers?
Well, no, you said 5-12 for Atlanta. I did not say that. I say 5-12 for Carolina because mostly Christian McCaffrey really did me dirty back-to-back years in stupid fantasy. So, can't put any faith in them.
You'll get over yourself.
I can't put any faith in them.
I think they'll do a little bit better. I think they'll go 7-8.
7-8, that only adds up to 15.
Sorry, 7-9.
Okay, that checks out. The Bears.
The Bears.
Okay, probably, I don't know. The Bears are always just kind of maybe they go 6-11.
I like that. I'll agree. Yeah. Just because Justin Fields' second year, potentially a little better. Still no wide receiver core for the Bears, so I'd say about 6-11 also. And then now we got the love-hate relationship for the country, the Dallas Cowboys.
I think they go 10-6. 10-7. I mean, 10-7 this year.
I'd also agree. They had just enough to get a wild card again.
Yeah.
Because they pretty much still have the same team. Not Amari Cooper, but Dallas usually finds a way to win games somehow.
Yeah. I think Detroit lays an egg this year and goes 4-12. Nope. 4-13.
Isn't that what they went last year?
Okay, well they lay another egg and go 4-13. I think they're not going to be good this year.
They're never good.
All right. Well,
the Lions are never good. I'm going to go 3-14 for the Lions.
What did I say? 30. Okay, so then Green Bay obviously is not going to be good this year.
They definitely do worse this year.
So how'd they do last year?
They made it to the playoffs. They got a first round bye, so they won the division.
So what was their record?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay, so they're probably looking at a 8-9 record.
I say 9-8.
All right, well we'll see.
Yeah, 9-8.
The Rams probably go in 14-3.
A little outlandish there. Tough. I think.
Who are they gonna be?
You're your head's in the clouds for the Rams.
What?
I'm gonna bring you down.
Defending Super Bowl champs.
Yeah, 14-3, defending Super Bowl champs.
That's what I think they're gonna go. Yeah.
Probably more like 13-4,
because that's so different.
Or like 12-5.
No.
So much
You're
more
outlandish.
No, you're outlandish.
All right, Minnesota.
The Vikings here. What do you got?
I don't know, gosh. The Vikings. How about a little bit of 7-10?
That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that for the Vikings, just because still tough division, except for the Lions are gimmies, but still have to play against the Packers,
The Packers aren't even going to be good this year, though.
Yeah, but they usually split the series, but I think you said 7-10.
Yeah, 7-10.
I think I'll go 9-8 for the Vikings, just because Kirk Cousins and they have Dalvin Cook, a little bit more reliable offense, I would say, for the Vikings in the division. So they actually have a chance to win. I'd say win the division this year. Well, since the Packers have kind of shot themselves in the foot. But kind of next team here, though, New Orleans Saints, who Tyrann Mathieu went to.
R.I.P.
Who do you got?
The Saints, the Honey Badger. I think the Saints go. I think they go 8-9 this year. That's a pretty good guess.
Yeah. It's hard to know. There's no more 500 teams, so you can't go 500.
Yeah, no one will go 500.
They should have just done.
Or right around 500 though.
I think 10-7 for the Saints, just because have an explosive offense. No, really, hopefully Jameis Winston's back this year for them at QB. Can hopefully go the whole season.
Has he ever?
Yeah, he's gone whole seasons before, but he just got hurt last year.
Gotcha.
But so I think the Saints with a healthy Jameis Winston sneak in at 10-7. And now to your beloved Giants.
My one and only undefeated.
That's a lie.
2022, 2023 undefeated New York Giants. Daniel Jones takes them to the Super Bowl. They win it all. Life is good for Mackenzie Gydesen.
No, that's not gonna happen. Daniel Jones, worst pick in history here.
God, so
probably maybe 5-12 or 6-11.
Okay, realistically,
that's realistically.
I think they're about 500. I bet. Yes.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Whatever. You don't even know.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Fly, Eagle, fly. Probably like, I could see them going like 11-6. I think this year. I feel like they're gonna be sneaky this year.
I can see double-digit wins since they just picked up A.J. Brown during the draft. So I could see either 10-7 or 11-6, like you said, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And now for the 49ers.
49ers. I don't know. I really try not to follow the 49ers, but I feel like they've not.
What do you mean you try not to follow the 49ers?
I don't know. No one ever talks about the 49ers.
We talks about a lot of teams.
Yeah, and specifically the 49ers. I think they're going to go like maybe 7-10.
I don't know. I think they're better than that. They made the playoffs last year.
Well, I don't feel like they're going to be good this year.
I think they'll go 10-7 this year or 11-6 is still a tough division that they're in with the Cardinals and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Now the Seattle Seahawks with our boy Drew Lock.
Yeah, our boy Drew Lock.
That's Callan Christensen's favorite quarterback right there.
Okay, so my honest to goodness guess is that they're awful this year. Like, I bet they win 2 games.
I'll give them 4 games. I bet they win 4.
Good luck, Drew Lock.
I bet they win 4 games.
Okay, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay probably goes 15-2.
Jesus, man.
I don't know.
With an aging Tom Brady.
Aging backwards, Tom Brady?
No.
He's better now than he was 20 years ago.
No.
This man started in the league when I was born, and he is crushing it.
No.
Maybe a little
bit. They're not going 15-2. You're out.
Gronk? What do you mean?
Have you been smoking before you?
No,
that pick?
no. God,
you took
no.
a hit of something?
What do you think?
No, they're not 15-2 team. They're like
whatever.
They're probably an 11-6 or 10-7.
I'm telling you,
That's what
Tom Brady, Gronk, they've got it.
No, they're not 15-2.
He's gonna win one more Super Bowl.
No, he's not.
He's hanging up the cleats, and
No.
he's gonna go make millions and billions of dollars for ESPN or whoever he does. Fox. Yeah.
But no, they're not going 15-2.
I'm telling you.
Your head was in the clouds.
Washington. Who's Washington's quarterback?
Nobody.
That's what I thought. Well, didn't they have that one guy?
No, they have Carson Wentz.
Oh, good old Carson Wentz. All right. Well, that doesn't change my opinion really, because I think they'll go 5-12.
I would say the same. I would agree. 5-12.
You're sitting here talking trash on my picks before this, being like, I'll probably give them more realistic.
You've had a couple of realistic ones, but you've also had some that have been in the clouds. Oh my gosh.
Whatever.
You're like flying high, and I had to shoot you down.
No way. All right. AFC.
And that wraps up the NFC right there. And now we're going to move on to the AFC team, starting with the Baltimore Ravens. What do you got, Mackenzie?
Baltimore Ravens. Good old Lamar, right?
If he's healthy.
I feel like they could be good. I think they go like 12-5.
I would agree. 12-5 for Baltimore seems realistic. Same team, pretty much. Good backup too if Lamar gets hurt. So I can see them going 12-5, probably 11-6. Marquise Brown is still on the team, I'm pretty sure. So good offense and with a dual quarterback. So I like the Ravens going 12-5.
Mm-hmm.
What about them Buffalo Bills though? The arch enemy to the Chiefs.
They're the arch enemy.
Probably. Toughest competition against the Bills.
You talk so much trash on the Broncos, though.
Well, because fuck the Broncos.
This is a family-friendly show.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. All right, the Buffalo Bills probably go 6-11.
What?
Yeah, they're gonna be bad.
You think they completely fall off?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yep, I do.
Oh no, they'll go.
I think them and the Panthers this year just are bad.
No.
Like I don't think they'll be good.
Buffalo's gonna be good this year.
Whatever. Everyone says that every year, and they're like, "Oh, Buffalo's bad." Yeah.
Buffalo's not bad. They always win and get in the playoffs.
With Joshy Josh.
Yes.
Josh and the boys.
They go 12-5 also.
No, I think that something happens. I think there's a kink in the system or whatever, and I think that they. What did I say? What did I decide? 6-11. All right, I might give them 7-10. I might give them 7.
Nah, they go 12-5.
I don't know. I just don't think.
12-5.
I just don't see it.
12-5.
I don't see it.
What about them Cincinnati Bengals?
Bengals. Joe.
Yep, Joe.
Joe Burr.
Jamar Chase.
Oh man, they're probably pretty good
Joe
this
Mixon.
year. I think they make it back to the Super Bowl. Honestly, I think they have serious potential to also go 15-2, like the Bucks. I mean, who you think's gonna beat them? Who's gonna beat Cincinnati with Joe Burr? Joe Burr, chuck it up there. Fuck it, Lamar's out there.
What happened to being family friendly, huh?
You can bleep it out. Bleep it out later.
No, they're not going 15-2. Jeez, another head in the clouds moment for Mackenzie Gydesen. I'm gonna have to create a soundtrack for every time you make an outlandish pick. Be like, woo!
Sheesh. Can you actually bleep that out then?
No. Let's see here. Cincinnati will be another, I'd say 13-4 or 12-5. Seems more realistic for them.
Okay. Next.
What about them Cleveland Browns?
I don't think that they're very good this year. I feel like everyone always has high hopes for them. And they're like, oh, watch out for the Browns. And then every year people are like, oh, next year. I don't think their year is going to ever come, maybe. I'm almost 25 years old and people have been saying that every year since I can remember. So I think they go maybe 7-10. I feel like 6-11 is more realistic though.
I like those numbers. 7-10 or 6-11 seems good for the Browns since we don't really know if Baker's going to be at quarterback or Deshaun Watson to start the season.
Yep.
Just because we don't really know who's going to be quarterback. So, yeah, 6-11 or 7-10 seems about right for the Browns this year. Now, Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos I think they're going to do well this year. I could see them going 10-7. I think they pull it off and beat the Chiefs this year. I do.
You think they finally get a win
I
against
do.
the Chiefs after like 13 straight losses?
I do. I really do. I think so.
Oof, I don't know. I could see. I think 9-8 at least for the Broncos. 9-8.
You're a hater.
Yeah, definitely 9-8 though. Just because improvement at quarterback this year finally, and still good receiving core and good running back. So
So they have the perfect mix to be successful, and you don't think they're gonna win double digits.
No.
You think they're barely a 500 team. You just hate them. That's
That's 9-8.
You're so petty.
9-8 is realistic.
Yeah, no. You literally just said good receiving core, good quarterback, good running backs, and then you're like, barely 500.
What can you say? You bring them up and then you gotta knock them down a peg. Can't get their hopes up too much.
Whatever. All right.
Houston Texans. Probably another 4-win team here.
You think so?
Yeah.
I agree. Actually, I don't even think they win 4. I bet they go like 3-14.
Yeah. Very low.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think they get above 5 wins.
Yeah. Colts.
Matt Ryan, quarterback there now.
I think that they have a successful-ish year. I think they go 9-8.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have a good year.
Yeah, I can see that too. 9-8. Maybe a little bit better at quarterback, so maybe 10-7.
Yeah. You're gonna give the Colts a 10-7 season and the what?
I'm just saying, easier division. The Colts are in an easier division than the Broncos.
Whatever.
That's all about division play
whatever.
here. The Colts don't have to play the Chiefs
The
twice.
Jaguars win 4 games this year. Trevor Lawrence still has the most beautiful hair, but they only win 4 games.
No, they win 5.
No, they
go 5-12.
They're just bad. I mean,
they improved.
It just is what it is, right? It just is what it is.
They improved. Actually, finally, hopefully, got a head coach.
Yeah, that was sketchy.
Improves on the offense during the draft. I'd say 5-12 for the Jags.
Sure.
What about our boys, the Kansas City Chiefs?
I think our boys have a down year this year. I do.
Last year. Last year was down year.
I don't know. I think it could happen again this year. I think we'd be lucky to get 11 wins.
Jeez, you're a hater.
Well,
man, what happened to those 15-2 picks for all the other teams?
I just don't see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
Our defense is just not where it needs to be.
It's better.
And offensively, teams have figured out how to stop good old Patrick Mahomes.
We figured that out in the second half, though, with the middle crossing short passes.
I think if they figure out how to stop Travis Kelce, it's game over.
Yeah, but nobody can stop Travis.
I don't know.
They're going 13-4.
It's a little bit unrealistic.
No, 13-4.
Where's that head in the cloud sound?
No.
All right, the Raiders. I think the Raiders have a down year.
Yeah.
I do. I think they go 8-9, 9-8. Like, I think they sit right around 500.
I can see that just because Derek Carr's inconsistent.
And the Broncos, like, talk about division play, right? The Broncos have finally gotten somewhere. And so I think that they will struggle.
Yeah, I'd say 9-8 also for the Raiders. What about those Chargers?
The Chargers, Justin Herbert. I think they'll be pretty decent this year. I think they'll go 10-6. Or 10-7, sorry.
10-7?
Yeah.
I could see 10. I'll go 11-6 for the Chargers.
11-6.
Yeah. I bet it's a race for the division between the Chargers and Chiefs. Again, like it was last year. What about Miami, where Tyreek went to?
5-12.
5-12. Yeah. Dang.
Who's their quarterback?
Tua.
Yeah, 5-12. I'm sticking with it.
I think
Lock it in.
7-10. I think they win 7. The Dolphins.
Okay.
They go 7-10.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Mac Jones and the Patriots. I don't think they're very good this year. Actually, I take it back. I think they get deceivingly, like again, I think they make to the playoffs and then they just get blown out again. So I think they go 10-7, 11-6, and then just absolutely get dogged on.
Yeah, Jets really haven't improved in the division.
We're talking about the Patriots.
That's why, but the Jets are in the division with the Patriots.
Oh, sorry.
Jets and Dolphins in the
My bad.
division. Really, the Patriots only have to compete against the Bills. I don't think the Patriots win the division. I think they get in again as a wild card. So, like you said, 10-6 or sorry, 10-7 or 11-6.
Yeah. All right, the Jets. I cannot remember a time when I've been like, oh, the Jets are so good, woohoo. So I think the Jets win. I think they win 3 games this year.
Dang, okay.
Yeah.
I think we get another 4-win team here in the Jets. They go 4-13. Still, still not very many wins for the Jets. Probably still trying to figure things out. Young quarterback, still second-year coach. So
The Steelers. I think the Steelers could be. I think they'll be a little bit under 500. I think maybe like 7-10.
yeah, I like that. I like 7-10 here for the Steelers also, since new quarterback, no Big Ben really. So still a young backfield too for the Steelers. So yeah, I say 7-10 or 8-9. And Tennessee Titans
Tennessee Titans.
traded away AJ Brown.
I think that the Tennessee Titans will be 6-11.
I still got Derrick Henry though, so
He's an animal.
I go 8-9 here for the Titans. 8-9.
One person doesn't make a team.
He makes a team.
Okay, I'm just telling you.
And a monster.
I didn't say he wasn't a monster. He's an animal.
Well, that's gonna wrap up our picks here, projections for records going into the 2022 season. But now we got this new segment here called Red Hot. Mackenzie's got some questions or some potential takes here, and I'll talk about that.
Okay, ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
This one, near and dear. Do you think, or is college softball the most underrated sport in college athletics?
I would say during the World Series it is. Probably.
Like you mean
as a whole, or during a certain point?
Well, see, I just feel like everyone dogs on softball, and people are like, softball, not that great. But it's way faster paced than baseball. I mean, like, it just is a better atmosphere. I guess I wouldn't compare it to, like, football or whatever, but compared to baseball, I think it's more underrated than baseball. I feel like it should get more hype than it does.
Yeah, like, it's exciting. Like, there's, especially in key games and stuff, like, it's not as appreciated as it should be. I definitely agree with that, because like last night in Northwestern game, like, come back and
That was last week, but yeah.
Well,
but we watched it last night. Probably, I'm sure we do have it recorded.
Yeah, but came back, wins, and like the 4th inning, held off. Who did they play? Arizona State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so which was awesome to see. So yeah, I'd say that's definitely underappreciated for college sports.
Okay, so I was gonna go the who's more overrated, Mike Trout or Bryce Harper route, but I feel like I already know what you're gonna say on this one. And you're gonna tell me that Bryce Harper's more overrated and Mike Trout has better numbers and blah blah blah. But I still kind of want to hear your thoughts.
I'd say their numbers are more similar than people realize, but Bryce Harper, I'd say, is more overrated than Mike Trout, just because I feel like Mike is more of a leader than Bryce. So I feel like you got that aspect with him, and I just think Trout is an overall more well-rounded player, because I feel like Bryce hits more to the right side of the field, and Trout can hit the ball anywhere.
Gotcha.
So
okay, so my real question now, though.
Okay.
Ready? I'm gonna make you pick a hard one. I just want to know your pick. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Salvador Perez or Yadier Molina.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Knew it would be.
I'd have to go Molina.
Oh, your boy Salvi.
Just because I think Molina's more athletic, and he's.
Oh gosh.
And I think he's just a little bit of a better. Oh, no, I think Salvi's actually a better hitter than Molina.
Oh,
but the
backtrack.
But the defensive side of stuff is just so important for a catcher, and I feel like Molina's got Salvi beat.
All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Do the Celtics get the sweep for the title?
I don't know. I think they could win in 7.
You think it'll take them all 7?
Yeah.
What?
There's no way the Celtics win 4 straight.
You don't
over
think
the
so?
Warriors, no. I think the series goes 7 games, but
you know how much I love the NBA.
yeah. I think Celtics in 7 definitely.
And you think it'll take them all 7 games?
6 or 7. I think it goes. I don't think it gets. Nobody sweeps.
Dang. Okay. All right. Last one. I'm sorry that this one's gonna be so hard. I had to save best for last, as you know. But does Nebraska have the best fans?
No.
What the? What?
No.
How can you say that? How can you sit here straight face and say that Nebraska doesn't have the? I'm not even talking football. Like I'm talking all around best fans, and the answer is yes.
No.
Nebraska's so loyal.
Boo.
Who do you what? Tell me how Mizzou volleyball has been.
Alabama
Bowl
has the best fans.
No way.
Yep.
Alabama knows nothing about nothing.
Oh, how many championships do they have?
I don't know.
How many championships Nebraska has?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I do know, but Nebraska has such loyal fans.
So
you find Nebraska fans around the world.
You can find Alabama.
I've never seen an Alabama fan in Northwest Missouri.
Yes, there is.
Where?
In Northwest, I've met some.
Oh, whatever. Baloney.
I have. They're here.
You're just saying that to make me mad.
No,
You're just saying it to say.
You just don't understand that there's loyal fans just in other states. Michigan has good fans.
Michigan does have good fans, but not the best.
Nobody has the best fans.
Nebraska has the best fans.
Don't.
Whatever. You don't even know.
Crap.
Oh, get over it.
No. All right. That's going to end red hot here. And now we're going to move on to DC with the call.
No, so, I thought I got to say who I thought was going to win the World Series.
No.
For softball.
Yeah, this is your call.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, this is your call.
Okay.
So,
DC with the call. Here we go.
Yeah, this is the segment. DC with the call. We're gonna have Mackenzie go first.
Okay. This has been eating at me all day. It's just been eating away. But I feel like I just gotta stick with the Big Ten. I think Northwestern takes the World Series. I think they have to do it through the losers bracket. Like I think they lose to Oklahoma tomorrow, but I think they come back
and beat Oklahoma.
I do. I think Oklahoma gets sent out before then, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do.
That's a hot take.
I know, and Jocelyn Allo, but I really do. I think Northwestern is on it. Big Ten, baby. Here we go.
No,
Let's see them do it.
I think.
Sorry. I would also like to see Arizona win because Caitlin Lowe. They have such a great history in college softball. Caitlin Lowe first year. I think it would be cool to see Arizona win. But I feel like Northwestern just has they're just able to persevere. Think about their game the other night. They had to come from behind. They were down 5-0. Came from behind. They were on the edge of getting run rolled in 5 and came back, won it. So
definitely have a hot take.
Going Northwestern.
I'm gonna also stay in softball just because it's getting close to ending. But I'm gonna go with UCLA.
UCLA, a little Maya Brady action.
Yeah. I think Tom Brady's niece needs to go out as a champion.
Interesting. That's a good take.
I'm going UCLA.
UCLA through the winners bracket, or you think they got to come from behind?
I'd say winners bracket.
Yeah.
I think they have it in to go through the winners. I think they're the ones that are they in the same side as Oklahoma?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
I
looked at the bracket today, but I don't remember.
Off Oklahoma.
I could see that. I could see them knocking off Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Lord love them, but Oklahoma, I don't know.
I think it might be.
Oklahoma State's not bad this year either, though.
I think Oklahoma might be a little bit overhyped with all these good teams still.
Yeah, but their numbers are unreal.
Yeah, they do put up some good numbers. So
Jocelyn Allo is a beast.
They'll be tough for our two teams.
Jordy Ball, oh my gosh, they're nuts.
Let's see here. Right now, I'm 1-4 on the call. So
all right. Well, now
I need UCLA to get back close to 500.
in about a week, I'll be 1-0. So.
No, you'll be 0-1.
Whatever.
But, all right. Well, that's gonna wrap up the show today. We'll be back at it again, maybe in a couple days, maybe next week. We haven't decided yet. But thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good rest of your day. And this is DC of the Call with Mackenzie Gydesen.